Ever felt tired without knowing why? Not physically tired, but mentally tired. Your body feels fine, you slept, you rested, but your mind still feels heavy. Simple things feel harder than they should. Small decisions feel overwhelming. And sometimes, you don't even understand what's wrong. This happens when your mind has been carrying too much for too long, because mental exhaustion does not always feel obvious. It builds slowly, quietly, until even existing begins to feel like effort. Here are 5 signs your mind is mentally exhausted. Number 1. You feel tired, even when you haven't done anything difficult. This is not physical exhaustion, it is mental exhaustion. Your mind has been processing too many thoughts, too many worries, and too many decisions, even if nothing physically demanding happened. Your brain is always working in the background, solving problems, anticipating the future, or replaying the past. Over time, this constant activity drains your mental energy. For example, you may wake up already feeling tired. Not because you didn't sleep, but because your mind never truly rested. Or simple tasks, like replying to a message, may feel heavier than usual. Not because the task is hard, because your mind is already exhausted. Number 2. You begin to overthink things you normally wouldn't. Your mind replays conversations, moments, and small details, even when they are no longer important. This happens because an exhausted mind struggles to find closure. It keeps searching for certainty, trying to prevent future mistakes. For example, you may think about something you said earlier, wondering if it sounded wrong, wondering if someone misunderstood you. Even if nothing actually happened, your mind continues analyzing. Not to hurt you, but to protect you. Mental exhaustion weakens your ability to let thoughts pass naturally, so they stay longer than they should. Number 3. You lose motivation for things you normally care about. Not because you don't want to do them, but because your mind does not have the energy to begin. Mental exhaustion affects your ability to initiate action. Everything feels heavier. Even simple tasks feel distant. For example, you may delay something important. Not out of laziness, but because its starting feels overwhelming. Your mind is trying to conserve energy, protecting itself from further exhaustion. This is not a lack of discipline, it is a lack of mental energy. Number 4. Your emotional resilience becomes weaker. Things that normally would not affect you begin to feel heavier. This happens because mental exhaustion reduces your brain's ability to regulate emotion. Your mind no longer has the strength to maintain emotional balance. For example, a small inconvenience may feel overwhelming, or a simple comment may affect you more deeply than usual. Not because you are weak, but because your mind is already tired. Mental exhaustion removes the protective distance between you and your emotions. So everything feels closer, stronger, and more personal. Number 5. You begin to feel emotionally numb. Not sad, not happy. Just empty. This is one of the mind's protective responses. When overwhelmed for too long, the mind reduces emotional intensity to protect itself. For example, you may feel detached from your surroundings, or even detached from your own emotions. It's not because you don't care, but because your mind is trying to recover. This emotional distance allows your mind to rest, to stabilize, and to survive. Mental exhaustion is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that your mind has been strong for too long, carrying thoughts, carrying emotions, and carrying responsibility without rest. Your mind is not designed to be constantly active. It needs silence, it needs stillness, and most importantly, it needs recovery. Sometimes, the most important thing you can do is not push harder, but pause. Allow yourself to breathe. Allow your mind to rest. Because when your mind recovers, clarity will return naturally. This is Silent Mind.